Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Shadow Empire in the Dune and Arrakis-like planet series, episode number 20 now, up to the big 2-0. And finally, I have some positive feedback. Somebody with eagle eyes was able to spot the issue for our logistical failure. So if I go to current points, we'll see that there's green, 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 green. Wow, we're looking quite good. Where's the problem? Well, it's right here. If I go to initial, there is 566 and 1222 here. You can see there's 388 in yellow. If I go to used, 388. 388 out of the city has all been used. So that's why I actually do need to take off this. By the way, I'm now on patch 1.05. Oh, good lord, it has this pull points thing, and I don't know how to use this yet. Oh, crap. Okay, so there's a custom pull points, start a new game for this feature. That's pretty cool. So we can do custom pull points now. I think that's going to be really helpful, but I don't know how to use it, and it's not available in our game anyway. Nonetheless, what we're going to do is we're definitely going to be taking off. In fact, we'll probably just be disabling this altogether. And then what I'll be doing is I'll be limiting the amount coming out of here. And the amount going down there, probably 80% is okay. The reason why I'm going to do this is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me look at the preview and see what this is going to do. 300. So, if we do none and none, $383, $383, $633, okay. And if we do all, okay, let's do 90 and 90. 283, 283. Okay, this is what I want then. And you may be wondering why, if 90% is blocked, why is 283 going down this way and 283 going down this way? And the reason is, I didn't know that this was the case, but this is conjecture. The reason is, at least I'm pretty sure, so not with 100% confidence, but maybe like 90, 95% confidence. The original amount of, what is it? The assets are here. Yeah, 1,000. So the original 1,000 is just split evenly 50-50. So 500 down here, 500 here. Then this one has 400. So 400 here is split. I guess it's 5%, 5%, and then 90% goes this way. So whatever that would be. 5%, 20, 20, and then 380? No, 360? But is that true? I'm not sure exactly if that's the case. We should be able to just do the math ourselves, but... Okay, so anyways, with the split going... excuse me, when the split happens here, it happens... 500 goes up this way because it's a 50-50 split, which is fine. And then the 500 here combines with the other 400 to be a total of 900, which is what this shows. And then based on this split, I mean, I could go to 95 and 95, and we should get something which is very close to 250. This number is approaching 250, because 250 is the 500 which came in. It will not go backwards. So no matter how tight I put this without completely restricting it, because I'm sure if I do all, actually none will come out. But as tight as we restrict it, when the 500 comes in from the southeast, it will not go backwards, and if there's any pathway out, it's going to go all 500 of it out. So even though it's 95% blocked, 95% blocked, all the 500 coming in sees is that, okay, this one is blocked evenly with this. If I did 90 and 95%, this one will get 2/3, this one will get 1/3. So it'll probably be, instead of like 250 and 250, it'll be something like 350 and 150. 350 and 150, more or less. So it seems to be working that way, right? It's just about ratios at that point. Anyway, whoa, finally, the whole thing is solved. So essentially, we want to choose something like 95 and 95. That might actually be what we want to use, because we want to block a lot of... I might actually do it this way. Okay, we need to actually balance in finer amount than I actually can do. Wait, what's the... This is an agrodome too. We actually need 200 to go that way, so we can't do it this way. We have to do 95, 95. Or I guess we could do 90, 90. I'll do 90, 90. That's fine. So 283, will that be enough? Well, let me just look at the initial points going down this turn. So there was only 85. Okay, so I think we'll be fine then. Because this was just blocked so severely that very few points were going down this way. And then the used amount is the entirety of it. You see that we have very few points left that we're already bottlenecked. So none of the points that we wanted came down here. Or, I mean, not all of the points we wanted came down here. And we had some bottlenecks. So the used points, well, not all of it got down here. Anyways, it's all starting to make sense. If I preview this now, what's the total value? 900 is going to be coming out. Is 900 enough? So ironically, this is really weird, but ironically, we probably want to cap some of it going out this way. It's actually the opposite of what I was originally doing. It's completely counterintuitive, but essentially now we have 950 here. If I do that a little bit more, now we have 1,000. It doesn't make any sense to have anything more here, or anywhere down this line. We need to make sure that, let me think how to say this. When our SHQ is trying to supply people over in the southeast, it's going to use probably the same amount of logistic points in all these hexes. So we basically need to find the weakest link. And that might have been too much if I go back. So 955, that's for all the usage though, mind you. That's for all the usage, I guess. So then we only have 777 here, which probably is still about right. If we do 90, how much is that? Yeah, less than 100, so that won't work. Unless we do some tricks again where we do like 90 and then 20. How much does that leave? 86, still a little bit too little, so we'll do... Yeah, that's 110 now. This looks pretty good. 110 and 665, okay, that looks good. 955, 70, okay, that maybe we'll block a little bit of extra. 40%. Okay, now we're at 1,000 here and 700, 600. Okay, this is, I think, the ideal. We have 100 exactly going here. Oof. It's like perfect. But okay, let's be a little bit more honest. Let's stop. It's nice to kind of figure out the logistics, and we just spent a lot of time looking at that. But honestly, the answer really just comes down to we need to upgrade this truck station. It's just that simple. It's unfortunately going to take a little bit of metal, and our metal is on such a tight budget right now that we will not be doing this right now. But oh, is this the preview? Oh, I messed something up. Oh, right, more points are going backwards, so I actually can now cut this off 95, 95. That'll save a little bit. We have too many points going this way, essentially. And I guess what we can do is probably do this 90, 95, 225 still going that way, more points going down this way. Okay, I think that's fine. That's probably what I want. We want more points going down here this way so we have, no supply issues. Okay, fine. Now that's good. Let's turn off the preview. We're looking okay-ish. In fact, I'll turn it back on just to see how far we're getting up here. Yeah, we're going to have some issues. We actually had enough this way, and even somehow miraculously some supply got to this unit. How are we going to kill these sentinels, though? Those are pretty tough. Okay, well, we need to continue to try to operate up in the north, so we want to try to preserve our connection for as long as possible. So what I'm going to do is move this way, and I'm also going to send you up this way. This is actually the more important one. And you're strong enough that I think you can handle it if this guy attacked you, whereas I don't know if you're in the same situation. I'm just going to move you this way. The idea right now is... I don't think we win that, but I'll leave you there, hopefully as bait, and they'll attack. Again, I'm just trying to, leave this asset connected by any means necessary. We don't have the troops available to actually take down these sentinels, so. Oh, we're very close, by the way, to getting this. Did this get taken back or something? I think we had this and it's been recaptured, unfortunately. And oh lord, there are a lot of marauders over there. Anyways, the rebels have backed off. Now our cities, just to remind you, are not doing very well. Both of them lost happiness. I think that this one's going to be okay. I think we just got very unlucky having 3 points of population happiness loss for only 7 danger. I think that was just some really bad luck. Yeah, and again, our hope is that these two, the minor and the major, keep fighting, keep occupying all the military forces here, so that when we go to war, everything is weakened, or that they're still being threatened by the minors. But it's possible that the miners and them are settling some kind of peace. I hope not, but it's possible. Okay, so we'll leave all that alone for now. So current points, I think we don't have enough. Bottleneck, yeah, we're bottleneck still. So we'll have to wait until next turn to do the logistics. And that should mean, actually, that we're able to do logistics. So if I move, you already used your AP, I guess? Yeah, okay. You already moved, basically. We'll leave all the rest. Hopefully we can reconnect with the SHQ. It's really cool to figure all that stuff out, though. I mean, it's really counterintuitive. I feel bad for new people just trying to learn this game. I think it's going to be very intimidating. And all I can say is good luck to them. Hopefully they have some guide. Das Tactic has some guide, right? So, okay, so our demetallization plant is going. I think we just end the turn. I didn't look at my stratagems, but hopefully there wasn't anything there. 105 strength over there, that's pretty good. I mean, it's half the strength in my city, and I have like a ton of people there trying to suppress the unrest. Alright. Somebody did ask if I would go back to looking at the history at the beginning of the new turns. I think they said I was missing some stuff. I don't know what we've missed. We probably have missed some stuff. We do see a little bit of movement, probably in response to my unit being here, but okay, yeah, they're definitely still fighting over there. And the deeper these guys get into the minor, the better. So now I've been informed that miners don't really have to worry about connecting supply as long as they have any kind of region connection, not road, not logistical, but just any kind of path they can trace in friendly territory back to the friendly city. Then that's all they need for supply. So you can cut them off and then they lose supply, but unless you cut them off, they don't care about logistics. Oh. Okay, that guy did attack me, surprisingly. And yeah, there is some... That could be problematic. If they get over to the road, we're gonna have a problem. 4 new decisions. Oh my gosh, it's finally here! A new one! You will gain extra political points every turn. Honestly, that's usually my least favorite, but that is a welcome one. I mean, I'll take anything. I'll also take the fate point. Okay, we discovered mining techniques. We might have much better productivity in our mines. Won't help us, we don't have any mines. Not any metal mines, at least. We completed RPGs. The motorcycle thing, okay. We've discovered new model, mechanized artillery. I don't think I'm going to be doing mechanized artillery. I'll make a model for it, but I probably won't build it. It's like a total gas guzzler. Way over expensive. I would just rather motorized artillery, which in my opinion just does everything mechanized does. Okay, not completely. In actual combat, mechanized artillery is much more resilient, but I essentially just strongly prefer normal artillery. Okay, freedom. Bronze retirement is a great one. Worker privilege, I wish we could just throw those away. Alright, let's get you to move south. First of all, we have to look. How is it? Is it possible? Current points. There are no current points. Okay, so yeah, I think that pretty much says it all. we at least have a full connection from Cambridge to the split, but we need to upgrade. Or I guess the alternative is, somebody mentioned this as well, we could buy the transport hub here. That's a possibility. In fact, we have money. This is better than using metal. Why would I not do that? Let's do that immediately. Okay, our happiness is continuing to drop here. 2 points due to danger's only at 5. It's insane. I think we'll be okay here. Loyalty's at 98, so actually we're probably in good shape to... By the way, did we... Oh, no rebellions. This is amazing. Incident with overambitious order. Commander of a... Oh, you don't really like me, do you? That's not good. We either gain unrest. Where are you? Falahal? Okay, this is Peter Scanways. Ah, there he is. Okay, so Biff. Biff. Of course, with a name like Biff, he makes a mistake. Incident with overambitious order. Good old Biff. So we're probably going to choose the top one, ignore, because what is a little unrest going to do for us anyway? We're dropping 24 points of unrest with all our troops there. That's insane. This also does -1 fist, which I'm pretty happy about. Oh, I think I might actually want to do this one. I don't... What's your deal? You are just a leader. You are not part of my cabinet, so I actually don't care too much about you. -2 fist and relations increase. I think I'm going to do this. It's the first time I've ever done this, and hey, I mean, I'm extremely happy to have the fist drop. So we'll do that. Hopefully you respect me a little more. I mean, I wouldn't respect myself for somebody pandering like that, but anyway. Model design, council task priorities. Do you want to discover models or design them? Yeah, I think discovering models right now should be the priority. We need to get through all the list, so let's... Wait. Is that true or not? Okay, so we need to... No, actually, right now we're limited by our ability to design models because we have to design a medium tank, then we have to design a mechanized in order to keep pushing. So, you know what? I'm glad I thought about it for half a second. We'll roll this back a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, new research objective. High-speed machine gun strikes me as a really good choice. I mean, there are a lot of good choices here. Advanced sensors increases the recon points on your vehicles, I think. Personal armor optimization. Do we have combat armor as an option? We don't. Damn it, anyhow, that was the one thing I wanted. But we have polymer... No, polymer armor is only for vehicles. Shoot. Personal armor optimization, I'm worried. Is this one of those like continuous research ones? I do not want to get into one of those yet. Vehicle armor optimization. It just sounds like it is. Personal, yeah, it is right here. It's a, what do they call this? Linear research field and effects are gradual. Yeah. That's not what we want to do. We can probably go with high-speed machine gun. That's the one I was thinking about. Get a better machine. I mean, I'm deploying machine gun groups. That should be helpful. Guided RPG wouldn't be that bad. Rocketry? I mean, we could go a little bit wild and do something like rocketry or cluster bombs, something like that. I mean, polymer armor would also be good. I think it decreases weight. It would make our tanks better. Shoot, I'm really talking myself into the polymer armor suddenly. Sounds really good. Side skirts, what does this do? Extra production against fire from soft targets. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Soft targets. I think that's what we are... Well, I mean, actually, that'll help us against the miners, but it probably won't help us against the major. They probably have tanks. Yeah, I think tanks reign supreme. Okay, we're going to do side skirts first, because that's just... You can't go wrong with that. Okay, yeah, and we need to develop medium tank. Now, what is the medium tank go? This is where we have to start starting to plan ahead. So light tanks, I think those are going to be going after infantry, but our medium tanks are going to be anti-tank. And we can get an 88 millimeter. 200 weight sounds pretty good for, let's see, 200, 300, 400, 400 for 150, 500 for 200. I think this is where I'm going to want to go. And we have 200, so we spent 200. This is 175, then we do an engine. So let's do, ooh, that's expensive. We're doing at least 25, but 350, that would be 550 total. Oh my gosh, we can do it. Okay, let's cancel. We can get up to a double diesel for 800. That's going to make this damn thing extremely expensive, and honestly, I have to be a little bit careful about that. We do not have a ton of metal. So this is what's 1/6? It's like a 17% increase in metal from 30 to 36 for a 25% increase in firepower. So I do see that as being useful. If we're trying to compare things from a metal standpoint, it looks like the best you can do is just get the biggest gun. That gives you the most firepower per metal. I'm still going to go with the 88. Something in me screams that that's the best. Now, crap, because I need to go back again. How much that? It was going to be 200 weight. And we can get up to 800, right? Which means we can do this. We can do 100 millimeters on... Oh, it's so expensive, though. If we do 350, was there a lower option below 800 that would be, like 600? That's what I'm looking for. Something which can handle 550. Oh, I mean, our total weight would be 620. I forgot there's a body. It's not just a gun and armor. There's a base amount. So this would be 795, actually, which, come on, that's just so perfect. And there is no other option. This double diesel is just, it's the only way. Oh my god, the fuel. Oh lord, the fuel. But
Yes, sir.
hey, I hope that fuel won't be a big problem. We can always design another one if we realize that that's just completely impossible to maintain. But hopefully we have some oil we can... Did I not have oil? Oh well, we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Okay, let's bring the units back. How do we want to deal with this turn? Besides slowly. What's our timer? 4 rounds left. Okay, so we're still doing okay. Let's put this guy here. Or maybe, okay, how much is that going to be? It's 2. It's 25 to go off-road there versus 8, 23. So we can be 24 away, which is 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So we can be 1, 2, 3. We can be here. Or we're going to be here. This only takes 12. But yeah, we can be here. Or we can be here, I should say. So this is the same as being right there. I think I'd rather that. Might even just stay right where we are. That'll take 40 to get up there. We're gonna need to go one more. So let's move one here. So then it should take 50, I think, to get. Yeah. Okay. There it is. Move over in the bottom right. I guessed it. So the 50 is because we don't see the enemy zone of control, but because this is probably the most important unit to get there with the least amount of action point. I would probably just declare war by moving this in directly. Then we would probably see, I imagine, unless recon's low enough on this that we didn't see, which would actually work to our advantage in this case, to prevent the zone of control from decreasing our movement points. Anyway, we'd move here, and then if we didn't, we'd, depending on whether or not we see the units in Bottleneck, we'll have 20 or 30 movement points to move in with this one, and then we can do some pretty good bombardment right off the bat. I really, honestly, if I could, I would love to buy another artillery. I think that one's not going to be enough. And we have so much IP too, it's crazy. Speaking of that, I think that we should probably look at building more sealed roads, or is it time finally to maybe invest in railroad? Yeah, this is not that bad. It's only 180 to go through the dunes. And now that just doesn't seem like anything. Unless the patch, I bet you the patch decreased the cost. Okay, but because that just seems way too reasonable. Now we are running out of steam at the end here, so if I do preview, so let's do initial, I guess. 102, we started running out 92 here. 82, okay, so let's look at preview. Yeah, we stretched it one more hex. And I guess every 2 of these will stretch it an additional hex. But I think 2's fine for now. We're just, pushing supply a little bit further, a little bit further. It looks like they're going to try to recapture. Well, I guess I'll try to get there and save it, but it's weird. What are you at? You lost 1 more, so you're probably at 200. I don't even think that we win this. Oh, 19-1, we do? Our recon is terrible. No, it's 100? Attack!
Engaging enemy.
Can we just kill you for the love of... My god.
Mission successful.
They won, and they pushed him back, and all that happened was big fat nothing. Okay, so your movement is going to be back to guard the road after this. Oh boy. Because we have that stupid rebellion unit coming up. Alright. We know that you can't reinforce yet, but you will as soon as we figure out a way to get more points up to you. It's gotta be done, though. I think it's just gotta be done. How many turns away? Okay, we can't undo the metal, the demetallization plant. We can't take away, sap it. Although, what the heck? Okay, metal. 750 of 750, but that's because we've actually done 2 turns, so I think that doesn't mean what I think it is. I think that more metal is actually stockpiled than, I don't think we need 750 left, because then this would look weird. Go to items, 99 in the stockpile, but yeah. In was 276. Sent from SHQ to zone. Yeah, we only sent 276. But that, okay, God, I forgot the order of it. Does it get produced and then sent from the SHQ to the zone? Or does it get sent from the SHQ to the zone and then new stuff for the turn comes in during production and goes back to the SHQ? Essentially, my question is, and I think I've already been told this, but I just can't remember. Does the stock being 99 because the production is 99, does that just mean that it didn't go out this turn to fill up the construction needs? Or does it mean that our construction needs are met with 276 and we don't need to send any more? Yeah, because 276 was requested by the zone and all of it was fulfilled. That's interesting. I think it means we might have already... I call me crazy, but I think we actually already satisfied all the metal. And you know what we can do as well? Before I forget, we can go to trade and see if metal's for sale there. Yeah, 73. I know it's so expensive, but whatever.
Copy that.
We'll take all of it. Any of it. Anything we can get our hands on, we're going to get. And buying fuel at this point with those big tanks and even the artillery coming up, starting to seem like a better idea. This is extremely cheap. And actually, 0.28 versus 0.38, the difference between buying and selling on that is pretty close. Like 1.24 versus 8.3. So that's like a factor of 6, and this is like a factor of 1.5. Speaking of selling things, we do have a lot of rare metals lying around. And are we losing? Nah, we are not. We already got number 2 on the solar panels? No, we haven't. Huh. What? You really produce enough that we have 90 lost due to max storage? Wow, so power is not going to be a problem for a long time. That's impressive. Oh, man, I just can't wait for this demetallization to be online. And you know what? We probably need to start thinking about saving the metal to upgrade this immediately, because this is free metal forever, as far as I understand. And that is extremely important for us to get. So, yeah, basically every city is just going to become a demetallization plant. Okay, what else do we need to do? I think we should move a little bit closer. Like one step back from the border seems okay. Especially because they don't have anybody with recon here. I think it's actually okay. So 30, this takes 30. Does this take 30? It does. Okay, good. So it's actually better to be here than for the vehicles. Any vehicles. Move you there. Why? Because it's further away from their spotting units, basically. And we get onto the road the same way, and the vehicles are going to use the road. So, okay, good. So our plan right now is, and we still need one other unit to go this way, so we just basically want to cut off at this choke point. Now, we didn't look at stratagems last time. That was a mistake, I think. You know what? I think what has to happen, or at least we really need to investigate the possibility of putting some spies in here. And yeah, I knew the difficulty would be pretty bad. That's a little bit worse than I thought. Can we send just a single spy? Okay, that's the easiest potential. We got one. Should we roll it again? How's our political points? Well, we have something. Let me just not do this for now, just for a second. We have plea of friendship as well, which, how's our relations with Bernador? Let's take a look. 77. Yeah, it could probably stand to be improved. Well, if we can't ask for help, then I guess it doesn't matter. We got the bronze retirement card, by the way. I think, was there anybody who we wanted to use that on? And we also have 3 fate points. You know, think about what we might want to do with that. So I'll calm them down. Treasure hoard. This gives us metal, which is actually really important. Yeah, worker privilege, just burn those. Labor Day, just worker happiness, that's not important to us. Okay, private investment, I know that I want to do this for sure.
Understood.
Okay, got 1,500 credits of investment in there. Let's look at the nation as well. Mission Impossible. Wow, we're getting up there. We have a 20% chance to get this one right. Now, if it wasn't 50 political points, which actually is even more than we have right now, I would consider doing that. Definitely don't need the money. Okay. Well, sorry, I feel like I'm lagging a little bit this turn. My head is fuzzy. I'm tired. Gotta push on. Must push on. Fight it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that with the metal we're buying, I just have to make the decision. We need to upgrade this truck station. I think this is just going to be extremely important. Wait, no. I'm a ding-dong. We have bought the truck station, which will now go up to 1,000 next turn. So that solved our problem. Gosh, why didn't I think of that? That was such an easy solution. Now, if I do the preview at this point, is it going to update that? Yeah, it's not. It doesn't realize it yet. It still thinks we only have... So we're going to have a lot. A lot, it turns out. Okay, good. This is actually... It's a little bit backwards now. We might actually want to cut off some of it going backwards because we have a lot of the stuff propagating down this way starts from Cambridge. It doesn't start from Darkvale. So we essentially just lose 1 hex. It's 1 hex of sealed road, so it's really minor, but it's just 1 extra hex, you know, that we don't have to spend on. And I actually think that I will probably build another sealed road here. Maybe even, we're getting a little low. I do want to improve the rate of transport around my area. And okay, what's the cost of rails? Is it still prohibitive? 165. No, Vic has decreased these costs like significantly. It used to be just impossible to put them up in dunes, but wow, he really rolled it back. It caught me off guard. Okay, so I think, let me just pause right here and just kind of snoop around to see what else I want to do. Okay, well, I think I found what we're going to do, and then we'll just call this video to a close. Keep it a little bit shorter. I mean, this is actually my favorite series to record right now. I just love this one. I mean, I'm doing some new stuff, which is coming out right now, which is also fun, but I like this a little bit more than Rule the Waves. And I think this new patch is going to be, I think I'm going to be even more excited about it, because it's great to see the reduced industrial point cost, the hopefully more stuff. Anyways, so to attract free folk, I need to make sure that we have enough points for everything, because 20 here, and then patriotic collection, but then I also want to give 2,000 to the population, and I want to give 500, so we need 4 for that. We are 1 point short. Well, I guess I don't have to give 2,000 to the population. The idea was that I can get my city started. How many of these do we have? Do we have 2? That would have been ideal. Well, I think we're going to attract free folk here. Okay, so I think I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so first of all, start by attracting free folk.
Understood.
What? 0 free folk were attracted? Okay, that was not expected. Then we're going to ask for a patriotic collection.
Wilco.
Okay, we got 350 credits. It's really not that much. And then I was going to do that just because we're going to ask them to basically pay for their own happiness. We can bribe them with 2,000 credits, which we easily have the money to have. We easily have the money. And their population happiness will increase by 5d6. Worker happiness also. I think we just want to do this.
Wilco.
Okay, they both increased by 12. A little bit unlucky. Yeah, that's actually pretty unlucky. The max was, so 5d6 was, it was a 5 to 30 range, and we rolled 12. The mid ground for that would have been like 18, I think. So we rolled pretty low. That's still, I mean, I'm okay with it because we got what we wanted out of it, which is a happier city. Worker happiness is fine. I don't understand why, is there just no, maybe there's no, is there no free folk left? Yeah, there's 0 free folk left. Wow, I should have looked at that. We actually have absorbed all the free folk into our city. Interesting. And I think what's happening right now is the population is moving to the other places. Like Robespierre's flaunting their extremely high happiness, and now I think they're probably sucking some of the population out, which is painful, very painful. So with only 1 point left, we cannot do the other one, which is to spend 500 on this population. At least we know from the future that not to do those free folk cards, and then I would have had enough points. The other thing we can do, though, is we can go to trade. I think I'm just going to buy the fuel. Better to be safe than sorry. It's really cheap. And I'm also going to sell radioactives. So we can make a good chunk of money out of that. We don't have to sell rare earth metals. Yeah, it's way too cheap right now to be sold. And that should complete our turn. So that's the only thing I really could concoct. Only plan I could invent in the time I spent off camera. So that's it. We'll just call the video here. I think that we'll just hit end turn when we come back in. This will also give me a chance to realize if there's anything else I'm missing. And then we're 3 turns from war, so I suspect we'll get to the point of being able to declare war on Bottleneck next turn. I'm going to carefully monitor the metal situation. I'm pretty sure that we have enough metal at this point You know what? I'm almost so confident about it. I want to do the raising now, but let's wait one more turn at least because the demetallization is still two turns out. You know what? Let's just hit the end turn and I can start the new turn, not knowing what I was trying to do. Because I want to see what happens with the metal income. Is more going to the demetallization? If we start stockpiling it again, does that mean... I think that will mean, in my opinion, that we can buy another artillery group. So, we'll see how things go in the north as well. I know that we're going to cut to the major versus minor action first in the southeast. There it is. But I am interested to see if they capture that or not. That's currently providing me with some industrial points. Which, to be... Oh, what? Did you see him build a road there? You saw that? They don't need that road. It's so stupid because it's two parallel roads right next to each other. Yeah, so then the raiders up top is now... Will they capture this extra industrial points? I don't know. I hope not. We're okay if they do. We have enough industrial points coming in right now, but... They did not. Oh, that's good to know. In fact, they kind of left us alone, which is even better. We didn't deal with these rebels, did we? No, we just kind of let them live. But they're kind of doing their own thing. We're doing ours. And this is ramping up, which is good. We'll get more and more political points. Okay, Zoo Project is really good. We can put that into the new city. Bureaucratic Push. This is the one I like the most. So, yeah, we have some things right away that I know we can do. But we'll save that all for next turn. So, thanks for watching. Until the next one, take care and stay safe.